license if you've got one. M6PQV, going through GB3MP. I'm going to keep it very short and sweet, and I won't be back for about a couple of weeks until Ofcom gets onto this, because I'm going to make the complaint. Alright? Take care. Adios. I won't be going. Trust me. I've done nothing wrong, and you know it. GB3MP, M6PQV. Tokyo RT.
It's a fish farm, fish cobbler.
No, you could have spent the same amount of money and it'd still overcome them, like, you know, the high temperature and stuff like that. But like I say, there comes and everyone's the same. I don't care, you know, unless you're like multi-millionaires. But every normal person, it gets to a point where the line's got to be drawn. If only.
What the pay? I paid about a £5 for 2 tidy.
Is that there's nobody to complain about. I've already spoken to Ofcom tonight. Not given the call signs, so there's nothing that they can do, and there's nothing that you can do. And I'm giving my call sign, M6PQV. You can't. I've made the complaint, so there you go. Ofcom. There's nothing. Alright, take care. Goodbye.
Well, you know, £6 and it's a crikey. For a couple of pieces of fish for your tea, he wanted £15 or something like that.
Uniform Lima Echo Ultima 2, which is like a massive bowling pin. That's the easiest way to describe it.
But that was too dear, that. I know he's got to make a living and he's delivering it to you, but, you know.
Time, so I got it about a little bit after that.
But, yeah. Now, you mentioned HF before as well. I'm going backwards here, aren't I? You mentioned that ages ago. I haven't been on HF. I've tuned up on 40 after Russ gave me that cable, but I haven't used it in anger yet, so a bit like yourself, I need to try and get in here. But I'm off all week, mate. I'm back in weekend. So we're Wednesday.
Oh no, Mo. I've watched it. There was a half-hour programme on BBC News this afternoon where they were interviewing the NASA people, the 4 specialists that's downloading all the gear. They reckon they'll get proper pictures tomorrow.
Well, I was on with you the night before last. And the time before that, I think, was the 12th. I spoke to Graham, HUS, on the, no, it was the 13th, on 2 metres. So, but, that's the first time I've written the new date down tonight in the logbook, the 1st of the 1st, 19. And
that they're picking up off it. But the actual pictures, you should get better ones tomorrow, Mo.
About the beginning of December and that, like. And she said she'd let the dogs out, you know, last thing at night for them to do the lassies, like, you know, into the garden. And one of them come back in, and the other one stayed outside. So it wasn't uncommon that, you know, either one of them would just meander in, and the other one would stay outside for a bit sniffing and that. So she didn't think nothing of it, and she carried on watching the telly, and then maybe 20 minutes went by, and she noticed that he hadn't come in, so she thought, what's up with him? He normally doesn't spend that much time outside. Like, so she went outside and put the patio light on. There he is lying on the floor, foaming at the mouth and that, like, you know. Saturday night this was. So they threw him in the car, took him to the vets, and he said, okay, we'll put him on a drip and come back in the morning. You'll have to come back before 9:15. So they gets there for like 9 o'clock. Obviously they didn't sleep and all that with worry, and take a recess. 7RXY, and anyway, when they went back there in the morning, right as rain, you know, jumping about and his usual self and that. So they said to the vet, what was the score, what happened? And the vet said, I don't know. He's most likely at something in the garden. It could have been something that's, you know, could have been a slug that's crawled into the garden, or a worm, and he's had a reaction to it. It could be a plant. The only way we'd find out is to do blood tests. You know, and it would take probably, you know, quite a few blood tests in order to ascertain exactly what it was. And, you know, you're talking like 250 quid per blood test. They wanted, I think it was 250 quid just for the overnight stay. Now I know you can't put a price on these things, like, and obviously they don't, but you know, your normal working person's got to get to a point where you know, they say, well, if I go ahead with this, I won't be able to eat myself, let alone feed the animal that's sick. Back to you.
Afternoon at 2:30, I think it is, 2:30, which is a
I know you're working it. You're getting stuff that I can't. I've got a brand new logbook here. 2019 RSCB logbook and diary. Barry gave it me as a present. And I wasn't going to put anything into it until this year. So I got a couple of contacts yesterday, but on sideband, you know, but you know me, I'm always on sideband.
day after Boxing Day, 7:20 in the evening. What a load of rubbish that was, over. 7:20 at night, crikey, yeah. You wouldn't think they were doing, was that an appointment, Mike? Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't think they'd be doing them that late, would you? But there you go, yeah. Aye. Kath hasn't been very well. She's been feeling dizzy. And she went to the doctor's before Christmas, and he's given her some tablets for vertigo. But I said, well, that's medication for a condition, isn't it? Vertigo's, I don't know, I might be speaking a load of rubbish, but it doesn't seem like an illness, does it, vertigo? It's like something you suffer with. I thought it was always at heights. But when she stands up, she's felt dizzy, and sometimes she has to stop and steady herself, you know, like if she's out and about, walking round and that. Like she said to me the other day, she was going to take the dog out. She said, I can't go by myself, I feel dizzy again. But anyway, she's finished these tablets. But he said it could be a virus you've got. Now a lad in work he wasn't feeling too good. And he said he was feeling a bit lightheaded. So I don't know whether it's just like a symptom of the virus, but she felt really, really ill before Christmas, but she doesn't feel ill anymore, but she still feels dizzy. So I don't know. Anyway, she's going to go back tomorrow, I think. And these tablets, it said on the information leaflet to treat vertigo. And I said, well, he's not treating the virus though, is he? But then they won't give you antibiotics now, will they, anyway? So, I mean, he's obviously right, you know, he's the professional, isn't he? But they didn't seem to work. Although the virus seems to, the illness has gone, she doesn't feel ill anymore. But she's left with this dizziness. Anyway, she'll have to go and get it sorted. She hasn't got an appointment. She's just going to go in the, you know, the local surgery and chance a look at maybe sitting and waiting, Mike. If you're prepared to wait, you can get seen, you know, without an appointment, but or they might have a cancellation. So she's going to go and see about it tomorrow. But I just wind her up all the time, Mike. It's, you know, it's part of the marriage agreement. As long as she can make me tea, Mike. Oh, I hope there's no ladies listening.
M1DAP, yeah, okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that she's had a bit of a problem. As long as she can make you tea. God. Yeah, no, I'm not going to comment on that, because you know my view on that. It's opposite to what you've just said. Every man should be able to cook his own food. So there you go. I think it all stems back from the cave days, doesn't it? Me man, me hunt, you cook, over.
Me man, you cook, RKD.
Hello, Russ. Yeah. Hey, you're late.
I'm there, yeah. Sorry, mate. I've been watching Luther and then I came up here and got sidetracked with an email I got from someone who worked on the key earlier, and then sidetracked again by some stations who is still at this moment up on top of Kinder Scout after the 2-metre contest. Anyway, sorry, back to you, M1DAP, and I think, is it Graham with you? GMW0RSV. To you, mate.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, mate, no problem. No, as you know, I'm here every night. Billy No Mate's most nights. Yeah, I'll just reply to Graham, and then Graham can put it over to you then. Yeah, Kinder Scout, this time of the night. Oh yeah, he must be kid. Is he camping up there, I wonder? I wonder if he's camping up there. Bit of a cool place to camp tonight. I mean, it's quite cool tonight. It's 2.3 here at the moment. Okay, Graham. Yeah, well, I'm sure she'll get sorted eventually. But yeah, vertigo. That's a fear of heights, actually. It's something to do with heights. Fear of heights. You go up high and you get dizzy. But in the realms of what you're talking about, I immediately thought, because your balance and that comes from your ears, and I was wondering whether she had an infection in her ears, because that might make her feel a bit dizzy. Because I know when I lost the hearing in my right ear one particular night, it just went overnight. I got out of bed and I fell over. Because I couldn't get my balance properly. It took me a while to adjust again, just to having one ear. Here. So maybe that, Graham, be worth investigating. Right, I'll put it over to you, Graham, and then you put it over to Russ, MW0RSV, M1DAP and Company.
Yeah, cheers, Mike, MW0RSV. Okay, mate. And Happy New Year to you, Russ. Hope you're okay. And yeah, you frightened me to death when you called in then. I had the volume set to Mike, and You were a bit stronger. I nearly fell off my chair. Never mind. Happy New Year, pal. Yeah, well, she'll find out. She's going to go and have a look tomorrow, Mike. It's just a strange form of medication, isn't it? Tablets for vertigo. But anyway, I'll let you know how she gets on. Yeah, I wind it up all the time. You know, she said I haven't got an appointment. I'll have to go and sit and wait. Or it's like, you know, just make sure it's not tea time and that. And she usually hits me. But that's another favourite. I said that's why you've got small feet, so you can get closer to the cooker. The old ones are always the best. Over to you, Russ, with your news, mate. MW0RKD, MW0RSV in the group.
Yeah, MW0RKD. Yeah, Happy New Year to you, Graham, and also to you, Mike. Although I've already said that to you, haven't I? Yeah, thanks for your company last night. It was a good laugh, wasn't it? Yeah, good to see the year in. Yeah, I've done absolutely not very much at all today, which is I've really enjoyed, to be honest. I think today's been one of the days, certainly for about 6 months, where I've really just been in my own little world, within my own normal own little world, and just not really done anything apart from mooch about, which has been good. Anyway, yeah, so happy days. I went back on 80 metres, Mike, after speaking to you. It was very difficult, but a few guys were on. There was a lot of drunk people on, including myself. And then I flicked around the bands, wanting to test me delta, but they were terrible, the bands, flat as a pancake. And then I was speaking to John up the road. I gave him a call. I thought, I wonder if he's around, and he was. So I had a really good chat with John for a good while. And then I went to bed and fell asleep trying to watch a film. I watched about 5 minutes of it, and then woke up a bit later on, and it had finished. Right, and I woke up at 10 o'clock, which is an epic record for me. M1DAP, MW0RKD.
Oh, just caught me having a cough. Yeah, okay, Russ. God, you're a brave man last night going on HF. Oh dear me, no. When I've had that much to drink, I won't go on HF. Don't mind coming on 2 meters, but not on HF. Anyway, yeah, well what did I do after last night? I switched everything off, and I went and watched a bit of telly, actually. Oh yeah, I said last night, didn't I? I was watching McDonald. That lady, that's what I like. She was still on, so I went and watched a bit more of her programme. And I think, what time did we finish last night? Just have a look. 15 minutes past 12, wasn't it, last night? Yep. So I probably went to bed about 20 past 1 last night. Or I should say 20 past 1 this morning. And like you, Graham, don't worry about 10 o'clock, Russ. Graham told me what time he got up, and he got up the same time as me. I got up at 11 o'clock this morning. I slept like a newborn baby last night, and I think that was down to the whiskey. Which I've just been out and poured myself another one. When I finish this is my third tonight, and they're not small ones, put it that way. So I think I'm still talking coherently. If I'm not, let me know and I'll bugger off. Over to you, Graham. I'm on DAP.
Yeah, okay, Mike. No, you're doing all right, mate. Yeah, I like the sound of them measures that you pour in yourself. Yeah, that sounds like good value measures there, Mike. But then if you're your own barman, you can do what you like, can't you? Yeah. Jane MacDonald, I think you're watching, were you? Is that the lady that does the singing on the cruise ships? I've seen a few programmes of her over Crimbo. So yeah, it's quite good that. Okay, on yeah, Mike told me, Russ, that you'd seen the new year in on the radio. Very good. But yeah, half cut on HF. I don't think I'd be any good at it. No.
Well, I'm going to throw it over to you, Lee, and bring Brettins back in.
On 6YBB returning in a group. In the 6th year of Darius, in the month of, I think it's Adar, in the month of Adar. Well, I don't speak Hebrew.
Yeah, all the best to you. G4DWE from M1EGH, Greg in Mornington.